Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are solving a problem where strings have a GCD. Yes, not numbers, strings. And the real trick, it's not string manipulation at all. It's a math in disguise. Let me show you exactly how. Before I touch any code, let me show you what's actually happening. Let's say you are given a two strings, str1 which is abc abc, str2 which is abc. Okay, look at str1. Can you see the repetitions here? Yes. So here string 1 which is ABC ABC is nothing but ABC plus ABC, right? And string 2 is ABC. It is nothing but ABC plus nothing, right? The ABC appears in both. It is the repeating building block. The question is, what is the largest block that builds both strings completely? That's the GCD of strings. Same idea as GCD of numbers, just applied to patterns instead of digits. Now let's make that formal. We are given two strings str1 and str2. Return the largest string x such that both strings are made purely by repeating x. For example, str1, how str1 will look if it is made up only by repeating x. It will be like x x x and then continue, right? Str2 is also if repeated repeating x string words one by one. Yeah, it will also look like same, right? Simple definition, but finding x efficiently, that's where it gets interesting. And before you think about GCD, there is one check you must do first. Here is the critical observation, and this is what separates a clean solution from a brute force. Okay, if you notice here, str1 plus str2 equal to str2 plus str1. Okay, think about what this means. If both strings are built from the same repeating pattern, stitching them in either order should give the exact same result, right? For example, let's say string 1 is abc abc, string 2 is abc. What will be the answer? abc abc abc, right? 3 abc. Let's add the string 2 first, which is abc plus, now add the string 1 abc abc. Now also the our answer will be abc abc abc, right? They match, so common divisor exists. Now try strings with no common pattern. Let's say first string is abc abc, second string is ac. Okay, what will be the answer here? abc abc ac. Now let's add the second string first, ac plus abc abc. Now what will be the answer? ac abc abc, right? They don't match. If you compare the result, they don't match. In this case, return empty strings immediately. One condition eliminate all invalid cases. That's interview level thinking. Now, once we know a divisor exists, how do we find it? If a repeating base pattern exists, its length must divide both string lengths perfectly, because if it did not, the strings would not be complete repetitions. For example, let's say length of str1 is 6, right? It is, let's say, divisible by length of x. Okay, and let's say length of str2 is 3. It is also divisible by length of x. So then what will be the length of x? It will be the GCD of 6 comma 3, which is 3, right? The answer's length is just the GCD of two string lengths, and since we already verified the pattern exists, we just return the prefix of str1 with that length. Let's write the algorithm. Step 1 will be simply check str1 plus str2 equal to str2 plus str1, right? Step 2 will be compute the GCD of length of str1 and length of str2, right? And last step will be simply return the slice from the str1 string from 0 to GCD length basically. Right, 3 steps, that's the entire solution. Let me now write this out in Go, clean and interview ready. Let's say we have this function signature given in our LeetCode. Okay, what will be our first step? Comparing the pattern. If str1 plus str2 not equal to str2 plus str1, then simply return the empty string. Right, now yeah, we first need to write one more function, which is basically the GCD. It will receive the lengths of both the string as a parameter, so I am taking both inputs as int, and it will return the GCD number. It will be int, right? For b not equal to 0, let's swap until okay, b and a mod b. Nothing fancy here. This is basically GDC's calculation formula is basically an Euclidean algorithm. You can Google about this if you want to learn more about it. Euclidean algo, right? Once we calculate the GCD of length, let's first call this function with length of str1 comma length of str2, then simply return slice of str1 from 0 to GCD length, right? Okay, now let's write the main function. Oh, okay, we forget to return the a here, and now write the main function to call our GCD function. It will GCD of strings, pass two strings abc, and next string is abc. Okay, just execute right, we got the correct output abc. Now if this comes up in a real interview, here is exactly how you should frame your answer. Here is your interview script. Memorize the structure, not the words. Okay. I first check whether both strings share the same repeating pattern. Okay, by comparing str1 plus str2 with str2 plus str1. If that fails, no valid divisor exists. I return empty string. If it passes, I compute the GCD of their lengths. I return that prefix from str1. Right? Short, structured, confident. That's what interviewers want. Clarity of thought, not just correct code. Before we close, let's cover the edge cases worth mentioning. 4 cases worth noting here. If the strings are completely different, the concatenation check catches it immediately. If str1 equals str2, GCD of equal lengths is the length itself, so you return the whole string. If one is a perfect multiple of the other, GCD handles it naturally. And if both strings have prime lengths, GCD is 1. So you are checking if a single character divides both. Mentioning this in an interview shows you have thought beyond the happy path. Alright, let's wrap this up. This problem looks like string manipulation on the surface, but the real skill here isn't knowing GCD. It's recognizing that a string pattern problem has a mathematical structure underneath. That pattern recognition, that's what interviewers are actually testing. Practice explaining this out loud, not just coding it, explaining it. That's how you actually prepare for interviews. See you in the next one.